are now listening. You are now listening to the Backseat Wrestler Podcast.
Look at Randy Orton slithering.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hosted by Eric and Elvis.
It's LA Knight's game. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the number one wrestling podcast in the world, the Backseat Wrestler Podcast. We are back better than ever, of course, ready to bring you more wrestling news. Your host, Eric and
Elvis.
Thank you. All right. So first day of no TikTok, and I'm already freaking depressed. It's great.
I barely use this. I mean, for the podcast, it sucks. But for me personally, I don't really care, to be honest. I didn't really use it.
Yeah, my Chinese spy didn't even say goodbye to me.
Oh my god.
I'm like so sad about that. All the stuff
It'll
we've
be
seen,
back.
all the stuff we've been through.
It'll be back in a couple weeks.
I think so too. It's definitely going back.
A deal's gonna get done,
Yeah, it's gonna get done.
or somebody's gonna buy it. That's it.
It's gonna get through. Nobody's buying it.
There's billionaires that are interested in already buying it.
It's gonna.
Either way,
be fine.
it sucks for the podcast. We had a decent following on there. We used to get a lot of.
That's where I
views.
made most of like my wrestling, like internet wrestling community friends, which sucks. But you know what? It's fine. We still have Instagram. We still have YouTube.
Yes.
TikTok will be back in a couple of weeks. I guarantee it. But anyways, oh crap! Wait, look, Undertaker and Thing are down. Let's fix.
They are already down.
This
This guy is. Oh shit!
All right, now you just drop Huskers.
What the hell's going on?
Pick up Huskers. Come on, man. You can put Huskers right here if you really want. Oh, it's fine.
How about this? The Undertaker's getting old these days. He needs to walk around with a cane.
That's a corny ass joke.
It was a wrestling pun.
It
It was a dad joke.
Oh my god. All right. Yeah. Do you have any top stories leading into this week?
What are your thoughts on the Saudi Royal Rumble?
I think it's a terrible idea.
Yes.
I think the crowd over there sucks, and I
Yes.
think that the freaking Women's Royal Rumble is going to look like a Power Rangers
Yes.
meet and greet.
Yes. He said everything I was thinking.
It's going to be literally Power Rangers.
It's not gonna be good when Jada Parker comes out wearing a full Power Ranger suit.
Yeah, those Saudi fans are going to lose their minds.
All they do is stay quiet and they clap. It's weird. They don't even cheer enough.
I don't even think it's that because like
They're boring.
no, because like New Japan crowds they clap over certain moves, but like at
That's
least
just boring
their
too,
crowd is
sometimes.
good. I let you like.
No, I think Japanese crowds a little bit sometimes. They're sometimes boring too because they're really quiet and then they clap out of nowhere.
It's like a different like thing for them, I guess.
I was watching boxing and it was in Japan and it was quiet until somebody got knocked out and then they clapped. I was like, what the hell? No cheering, man.
Hey, they were
Like over here, we going crazy. We going wild,
yeah.
which I like.
So
Especially in the
embarrassed.
Royal Rumble. Why
People
you gonna
losing
do?
their jobs over arguing. With people.
Royal
Did you see
Rumble-
that, by the way? The Bills. Was it the Bills fan? No, it wasn't the Bills fan. It was Damn, who did the Packers face? It was Philly.
Philly.
Yeah, a Philly fan lost his job because he started cussing out some Packers fan during that game, and it was caught on camera. And like he was saying like some crazy stuff to her. He got fired.
I think I seen
he got
that.
banned from the stadium. Like it's insane. Yeah, you gotta watch what the heck you say
Yeah,
around people now.
Cameras everywhere.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, anyways, if there's no other top
Yeah,
stories, I don't really
obviously-
think there is.
Yeah, I was gonna say just like Hulk Hogan. Watch what you say.
Yeah, just like Hulk Hogan,
Watch
watch what the hell
there's
you
cameras
say.
everywhere.
But anyways, let's just get into, of course, WWE Raw. Honestly, WWE this week, there wasn't really a lot going on. It's
It was
basically
it was like just a normal.
yeah,
week of
it was just build up for honestly Royal Rumble, as it should. Royal Rumble's in a couple weeks, so makes sense.
Another thing about Saudi Royal Rumble, they always want these boring legends to come back. That's what I hope they don't do that. Like
Oh, they're
Goldberg and
definitely
all that.
doing
That's what I'm saying. The Royal Rumble is gonna be a waste.
Yeah, you're gonna see 60-year-old Undertaker come out.
Yes, which is okay. We
Yeah.
love him. But
Love
still,
Undertaker,
damn.
one of the GOATs, but like, yeah, don't have him wrestle again. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into Raw.
Start out with a,
Start off with basically a CM Punk promo.
but he was
He
quickly.
was trolling Seth Rollins, basically saying what's up, what's next for him. He's gonna go win that Royal Rumble and get that main event that he's so desperately wanted and has been chasing since he got into WWE, and of course has evaded him basically.
Because The Rock took it from him.
The Rock took it
and The
from
Rock might take it from him again. Don't play.
this year. But anyways, yeah. So Seth Rollins got, of course, interrupted CM Punk, which was very funny. CM Punk was like, "Why couldn't that be Rhea Ripley?"
Yeah.
That was funny as hell when he said that. Of course, and then they started arguing, basically saying like, "No, I'm going to win the Royal
Same
Rumble because
shit.
I'm going to take it from
This
you."
happens every year.
Exactly, every year.
That Drew
everybody says they're
McIntyre
gonna win.
came in. No, I'm gonna win the Rumble. That's This happens every year.
Yeah, they all have their reasons. Punk wants the main event. Seth Rollins just wants to take that away from Punk, and Drew McIntyre is like, you guys ain't seeing the bigger picture. I'm going to win it to make sure that Roman Reigns doesn't win it, because if he gets on top again, it's going to be another couple of years of like, all out.
I wouldn't even mind
disaster for WWE.
I wouldn't mind Drew winning a championship at WrestleMania.
No, Drew's one of my guys I would want to win. I have Punk, Cena, and Drew as my top three, and that's not in order. I think if either one of them wins, I'll be happy. But other than that, I don't really see anybody else winning.
Roman.
You see Roman winning? I don't think Roman's going to win.
Nah, it's just another one.
Yeah, Roman's not going to win. Of course, yeah, basically just a whole bunch of talk. Basically, I'm going to win the Royal Rumble. I'm going to win the Royal Rumble.
Karrion Kross.
Is Karrion Kross to win?
I want them to push him, though, but not Royal Rumble win. But
they need to push him for
push
sure.
him.
But anyways, after that, we had the debut, the long-awaited debut of the worst-kept secret, even Michael Cole said it, in the history of WWE for debuts. Penta.
Cero miedo.
Okay. Yeah, Penta came out, and of course, with a lot of cheers. Honestly, his entrance was fire. Faced Chad Gable in his debut match. Match started out where basically Penta seemed a little... He seemed like he was like scared a bit. Like I guess he was just trying to get comfortable. And then once he got comfortable, the match really picked up. And of course, it helped that he was in there with like one of the best wrestlers in WWE. Banger of a match towards the end. Of course, like I said, the beginning. If you take out the beginning, it was a perfect debut. But yeah, Penta put on a banger of a match against Chad Gable. Chad Gable selling the Mexican Destroyer perfectly. That was beautiful. I like that Penta's new finisher is kind of a mixture of like a power driver slash just like
they just said like Penta
driver, I think,
something like that.
I don't even know, but it was a great match. Regardless, Penta picked up the win there as he should. It's his debut, and he gave a really emotional speech, basically saying that he's waited all of his life for this. He said it in English and Spanish, so he connected with both sides of course, wrestling content and of course America, which was great.
Yes.
People were saying, and I was dying at this, is like, how the heck can Penta cut a better promo than Ricochet if he barely speaks English? Which I was like, yo, that's kind of facts.
It's true, yeah.
There was reports of like people backstage not happy that he was going over.
Yeah, not like wrestlers, not management was happy with.
Yeah, but like, I mean, like it was his debut. Like, suck it up, it's fine. Also, like his family was in the crowd. His daughter was crying. That was pretty nice. I like that they showed that.
Stupid idiot wrestling fans saying, "Oh, why is this girl crying? Like, what the hell?" And they were like, "Yo, that's his daughter."
Literally, his daughter and his family.
People
there.
are stupid.
His daughter probably loves WWE. Always wanted this for her dad, and now that she sees it, she's probably super proud of him. Like, come on now.
People are like, "Oh my gosh, he's crying." Like, people are stupid.
Yo, people are so dumb.
And everybody attacked him.
That's so dumb. But yeah, of course, Penta picked up the win, cut a beautiful promo, and now he is super over with the fans. I love that. Like, I'm actually happy they gave him a chance to cut a promo.
And now he gets to go to the LWO.
Hell no. That's what I was going to say. Like, yo, like, what's he going to do now? And then I'll know that we will be Strode. Like, if they go to WWE by day, I mean, Penta and Rey Fénix, they're just eventually going to end up in the LWO storyline.
Yeah, Latino
wrestlers, yeah, just going to end up in the LWO storyline according to WWE.
I hope not.
I hope not, too.
He's way too good for that.
Yeah. What do you think is, like, the end game for him? Not end game, because it's going to be a couple years.
I don't know, put him in a feud, mid-card title feud with somebody, I guess.
I can't wait for him to face Rey Mysterio. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, they can do that.
That match is going to be a banger.
Who's going to be the...
Yeah, he has a couple of like great wrestlers he can fight there. Obviously, Chad Gable is one of them that I really wanted to see him against. I'm happy they did that for his debut. I want to see him against Seth Rollins. I feel like that'd be a great match. I want to see him against Rey Mysterio, obviously.
Against Finn Balor.
Honestly, Finn Balor would be cool. Him against Santos Escobar. Santos Escobar is extremely underrated. Would be fire. They could run back Penta and Sorry, I know I'm naming Hispanic people, but it's just because like their styles are similar. That's
Dragon
why.
Lee.
Dragon Lee would be nice. They can run back. What the hell was his name? Damn it! Oh, he just came back. He was in AEW too. Why am I blanking on his name? Charlotte Flair's husband.
Wait, sorry, who?
Charlotte Flair's husband.
Oh, Andrade.
There you go. Yeah, I'm so dumb. Oh, speaking on Charlotte Flair, she's gonna come back if you saw that video package.
Yes, Malakai Black.
Malakai Black. I can't wait for her to freaking debut.
Aleister Black if he's back in WWE.
Malakai Black has come back to WWE, so I'm super excited for that.
Probably gonna be Aleister Black again, but we'll see.
That's still fine. Aleister Black sounds fire. But yeah, super excited for that. Penta is gonna do great things in WWE, hopefully. Because like I said, worst case scenario, he's gonna end up in LWO as just a background guy.
No, please. There's no way he can be a background guy.
I think once because even his gloves were Lucha Brothers. So once Ray Phoenix is like out of his contract there's a whole lot of controversy still there with AEW. He's definitely going to go to WWE, and they'll definitely win the titles eventually. But in the meantime, have Penta win like a singles title, or just have him put him in like great feuds until that happens. Just like don't waste them. Basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
After that, we had
Sheamus
versus Lobo Kaiser. Of course, Lobo Kaiser is the guy that took out Sheamus in that triple threat match, probably like a month ago now. But yeah, pretty good match. Sheamus picked up the win there. The big storyline there is obviously he had a face-to-face with Braun Breaker, who was in the crowd for some weird reason, and almost brawled out, but of course referees got in the middle. So it looks like they're going to run that match back, probably at Saturday night's main event.
So yeah, that might be a Saturday. Yeah,
that's the Saturday night's main event thing, which is on the
25th.
25th. So it's this Saturday coming up.
Yeah,
nice. Yeah, so Saturday night's main event's coming back. They're kind of running it back fast, right?
And then Royal Rumble is
when was the last Saturday? Was it like
last month?
Last month. Is it gonna be a monthly thing now?
I don't know. This one's in San Antonio.
That's weird. I don't mind it, but it's just random that they just started randomly do it. Anyways, yeah. After that, we had Karrion Kross. Of course, I'm happy with the Wyatt Six. Moving to SmackDown, tries to blame the Miz for it. Basically,
he was basically saying like, "Did you do this?" Because the Miz is always scared.
He's always scared. But yeah, I know you talked about it prior to us recording, and I agree with you 100%. They need to push the crap out of Karrion.
Yeah, now that this, because I didn't even think then they need to do something with the Wyatt Six, because I thought that whole storyline was boring. To be honest, I was not like push Uncle Howdy. I don't know.
Yeah, no, the Wyatt Six.
They need to do something with Uncle Howdy by himself, and then.
Yeah. We can talk about that first if you want.
Break away from the Wyatt.
I think the whole Wyatt Six storyline is dead in the water.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to say it like that, but I 100% agree. I was pretty bored with it. Yeah. After like the first couple matches, I already got bored with it.
They haven't been on TV in a couple weeks.
Yes.
And the storyline that they had against Karrion Kross and the rest of the Final Testament has been trash.
Now they're gonna go to SmackDown. Hopefully they can find something with Uncle Howdy to get a feud with somebody.
I honestly think they're probably going to put him in a storyline against like the broken down bloodline with Solo in them. Maybe. I feel like that's probably the next step for them. But as of right now, the Wyatt Six storyline is dead in the water. I'm not sure what the heck they were doing there. There was so much potential with that. Hopefully, I'm not saying it's like completely gone. I'm just saying at the moment it's dead in the water, and they have to do something massive to get it
at least they moved them to another show. That's a fresh start, and then we'll see what they're gonna do.
Yeah, hopefully we're gonna have to.
And then Karrion Kross, I think he has the tools, promo skills, music, everything to be a star. And a lot of people are saying they push him.
They need to push him. I agree. I think like his in-ring skills is a little lacking.
At least mid-card title.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Push him for the IC. Push him for the US. Push him for something.
No, I agree.
Or for the Money in the Bank.
No, not Money in the Bank. Fuck that.
Give him something.
No, they got to give him something, though. I agree. I think like I said, his in-ring skills are a little lacking, but his promo skills, his like honestly, his gimmick and stuff is really freaking cool. And if you book it appropriately, he can actually do some really good things in the main roster.
It's like he did NXT.
Exactly. But yeah, of course.
Also, they ran into Sami Zayn outside Adam Pearce's office. He got into an argument with The Miz that led to a
match later on. Yeah, where Sami Zayn basically won. It wasn't really much to talk about there. Sami Zayn won. But yeah, of course, after that, we had a Gunther promo. Basically saying like how everybody's worried about the Royal Rumble. He needs an opponent. He needs somebody to step up and face him. And he gets interrupted by none other than main event Jey Uso. I thought this was great, actually. Jey Uso came out, basically challenged him for a title match at Saturday night's main event, which unfortunately he's definitely going to lose. Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was really cool. Gunther basically said like, you're a joke. You're not a main event. You call yourself main event. I'm actually in the main event, and walked away, which led to Jey Uso basically saying like, hey, everybody's already doubted me. Everybody's doubted me already. I'm going to prove myself and face you at main event and whoop your ass. I thought that was a banger of a freaking promo to hype up that match. I know it's a little throwaway match technically, but it's still going to be a great match. And I think Jey Uso is going to put up a really close fight. Yeah, be good.
Or they can have like somebody in the rope costing the match.
Like, that's what I'm thinking. I think like freaking as with every single bloodline thing.
It's coming because Drew loves Claymore and Jey Uso out of nowhere. He does it all the time.
I can see him doing it. He's like, he doesn't want anybody in the bloodline to win a title, so he just beats him up. That could happen. Yeah. That can happen. So yeah, it's either gonna be Drew or it's gonna be Jacob Fatu.
They're not gonna lead Drew to Gunther. Now I'm joking. For the world title, now play.
I don't know how that would happen because he helped them win, but we'll see. But yeah, of course, I thought that was cool. I think that's a great.
Well, Gunther doesn't like anybody helping him win. Remember, he got mad. Finn.
That's true. But I thought it was cool. I think it's a great way for them to have a match for Gunther.
Yeah, and you need a title match on Saturday night's main event. So
exactly. After that, we had Laura Valkyria versus Dakota Kai, and this was the finals in the Women's Intercontinental Championship match, in which Laura Valkyria surprisingly won.
Yeah, I thought Dakota Kai was easily taking it.
I thought so too. That was my pick from the beginning. I said
Yeah.
Dakota Kai should win it. I don't know how I feel about that. I like Laura Valkyria. I think she's a great wrestler. I just felt like it was Dakota Kai's time. Like I'm a big fan of Dakota
Yeah,
Kai.
you gotta counter. You gotta like, because she's always hurt or like other stuff. I don't know. She's fine right now. You should have just gave her the title.
Should have gave her the title, even if it wasn't for that long. I don't know. I just felt like Dakota Kai. This was like her moment to shine. She's hasn't even won a freaking title on the main roster.
Yeah, because she dealt with like a lot of injuries and other stuff. So
I mean, unless you call it like the Freebird rule, where like she's a tag team champion, but technically not because she didn't even defend it with them.
No, yeah, she was.
So technically not. I don't know. I just feel like it was her time to finally get something on the main roster. She hasn't really been doing much. I mean, yeah, she did pretty well in this freaking tournament, and hopefully this leads to like a rematch or something later on down the line. But yeah, Laura Valkyria won. Props to her. It was still a good match.
Yeah.
Laura Valkyria is a great wrestler, so I'm sure they're gonna have some fun matches there.
See what they do from here now with the IC title.
Yeah, I'm hoping it leads to a lot of great matches in the future. Sorry, forgot to bring this up too. TNA and WWE officially signed.
Oh yes.
Contract, so they're going to be showing up on each other's shows regularly.
But
by they, I mean NXT.
Yeah, it said NXT and TNA. So we also see TNA probably in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, 100%.
Like we did.
You're going to see Joe Hendry in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
1,000,000% sure you're going to see Joe Hendry in the Royal Rumble. That's going to be funny as hell. I would like to see like the Hardy Boys show up in the Royal Rumble.
I did see something about Jeff Hardy probably.
Yeah. Jeff Hardy just recently had an interview with Chris Rampelt too. If you listen to it, it was pretty good. He talks about like what led to him leaving in WWE back in 2021 and going to AEW. What happened there? He doesn't blame AEW for like everything that happened there. He blames himself, as he should. That dude was like he messed up so many times there. There was no shot they were going to give him any opportunity.
Yes, what was it? TNA Road Bound for Glory
2011,
2011, something like that.
So bad. Yeah, when he was supposed to face Sting.
And he came out very late, very on something.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy even says in that interview, he's like, "Oh, like I could have been bigger than John Cena if it wasn't for like my drug addiction." And low key, I agree.
Everybody loved Jeff Hardy.
In 08, he was like the best selling merch. I love Jeff Hardy. Me and you, we used to freaking wrestle people. We were Matt and Jeff.
Yeah, and then
do some wild shit.
Yeah, everybody loved Jeff Hardy back in those days.
Yeah. And then he obviously the drug problems got released, went to TNA. TNA wasn't really well known back then. So he didn't get the spotlight as much. And then, even though they had some banger wrestlers on that roster.
Oh, freaking Perk Angle.
AJ Styles.
Samoa Joe.
Christopher Daniels. Yeah, there was so many fire
Joe,
people on that. Samoa Joe. Yeah, there was some. It was great.
And then, obviously, the older guys like Sting and stuff who were still there.
Yeah.
And Ric Flair was there.
Booker T.
Jay Lethal.
Booker T.
Yeah, Booker T. Scott Steiner was there.
Scott Steiner was there, but that was bad. That was bad.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but he was. Yeah. I'm saying the names. They had names.
Yeah. Bubba Ray was there too.
Yes.
He was a heel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually kind of worked there, not gonna lie.
Bully Ray, that's what
Bully Ray was the name there. But anyways, moving on from that, we had a Rhea Ripley promo. Obviously she's now the champion. Got interrupted by Nia Jax. Bayley confronted Nia and they basically just brawled out.
Nia Jax came out because she's like, I'm gonna be in the Royal Rumble. I want
my rematch, basically.
And I want a title match.
Yeah. It's same thing that in the beginning of the show. Yeah. Same thing in the beginning of the show. I'm going to win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, but she was like,
win the Royal Rumble.
She was kind of talking crap about Bayley too. So then Bayley came out and confronted her.
Yeah.
And they just all fought.
Yeah. It was fine though. And then main event, Damian Priest defeated Finn Balor in a street fight.
It was a great street fight.
Great match. I agree, but Finn Balor should have won.
I don't know about
Finn Balor should have won. I don't care.
I think Damian Priest wins and then that ends the whole storyline. If Finn Balor won, now they're like 1-1. Or well, not really, because Damian Priest like 4-0. But
yeah, exactly. I'm about to say,
I don't know, but still, I think you end I'm fine with Damian Priest winning, and then you end the storyline there. They can break away.
I guess so, but I feel like Finn Balor should have won. I feel like it's his time.
Plus, Finn Balor losing,
he deserves a push right now.
It leads, but it leads to something with the Judgment Day trying to break up. They're like, "Oh, you lost too," and then Liv Morgan lost the title.
That's true. They just lost the tag titles. He lost to Balor. They just keep losing now.
Yeah, so that's part of the storyline. So it's fine.
I guess so. Yeah, now that you put it like that, I kind of agree with him losing now. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So it makes sense why he lost. Now they can actually fucking go through with that breaking up Judgment Day storyline. But yeah.
That was it for Monday Night Raw. That was decent show. It wasn't nothing crazy.
Nah, nothing crazy. It was just
the street fight was really good though. It was a really good. A lot of crazy stuff happened.
It was.
Go to
a bunch of
Netflix and
tables getting slammed
Yes.
through. It was fun
go to Netflix and rewatch it if you have.
for sure. But anyways, yeah, that was basically it for Raw. Let's get into, of course, WWE SmackDown now. All right, let's go ahead and get into, of course, WWE SmackDown. SmackDown this week was
Decent, just like Raw.
it was all right. It was all right. There was really a lot of like
and it
crazy
started
stuff
out
that
the
happened.
same, almost the same exact way.
Yeah.
With people announcing their Royal Rumble entrance.
Yeah. So of course, Rey Mysterio announced he's joining the Royal Rumble because of course he is. He basically talks about how
I think they were in San Diego. That's why he was like starting out. He was talking about like,
yeah.
being in San
He was
Diego.
basically talking about like
That's where
how
he's
he
from.
won in 2006, how he won it for, of course, Eddie Guerrero back then. He's gonna win it for himself now. He gets interrupted by Kevin Owens, which was
And
hilarious.
then they start arguing like, "I am the champion." He's like, "You didn't win that."
Yeah, Kevin Owens is basically saying like, you have to promise me when you win the Royal Rumble, you're gonna face me at WrestleMania, so we have our dream match. And Rey Mysterio was like, "You're not the champion." Like this, like Kevin Owens is just delusional at this point.
Yeah, this was just delusion.
Yeah, they argue, and of course they brawl out. That leads to a match later on in the night. We could just talk about it right now, where Kevin Owens defeated Rey Mysterio. Of course, Kevin Owens did actually hit the referee into the ropes, which led to him taking advantage on Rey Mysterio, and of course picking up the win. After the match, he actually attacked Rey Mysterio.
Because you said taking advantage of Rey Mysterio, I was thinking about that Kurt Angle promo. Remember he said, "You're a boy." And I'm a man.
And I'm a man who loves to play with boys.
And
He was
he's
like, wait, what?
He said it 3 times.
It's so funny. Oh, but yeah, of course, Kevin Owens attacked Rey Mysterio
He
afterwards.
tries to hit a package power driver.
Yeah, which led to Cody Rhodes coming out for the save.
Super Cody
Yeah,
again.
Super Cody. Throughout the whole night, too, there was a whole thing with Cody Rhodes basically and Kevin Owens arguing about who's going to sign the contract.
Yeah, I put it down here. They both refused to sign their match contract before the other. It happened in separate segments, but
Yeah.
they're like, "No, I'm not signing before he does," and then they go,
Yeah.
"All this went to."
So you already know that's going to lead to a contract signing freaking...
I thought I heard something about somebody doing it. Like, was it somebody
What?
doing the contract signing?
Yeah, it's going to be a contract signing
I coulda
freaking
saw-
segment.
I must have saw something and I forgot. It was like Shawn Michaels, somebody.
Yeah.
Is gonna host the contract signing. I don't know.
Yeah, but there's going to be a contract signing between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes.
And they're gonna fight again.
They're going to
Like always.
brawl. It's going to lead to somebody going through a table, as always. So look forward to that.
Yes.
But throughout the night, we had Bianca Belair and Naomi fighting Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. Bianca Belair and Naomi picking up the win pretty easily. Nia Jax hit like a freaking leg drop on Candice LeRae, which was hilarious by accident.
How do you leg drop somebody by accident?
After that, we had Jimmy Uso and Carmelo Haynes. That match was, of course, due to last week with them arguing backstage.
Yeah.
Jimmy Uso picked up the win there, though. Actually, no, sorry.
It was
Picked up the win by
disqualification.
DQ. Sorry. Yeah. Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga, as always, came out and
Beat the living hell.
beat the crap out of Jimmy Uso. That led to Solo Sikoa coming out, and they were going to cut a promo, but Solo didn't even say a freaking
He
word.
just showed up, doesn't say a word, drops the mic, and leaves through the crowd, taking his jacket off. I don't know if this means like he's done with the bloodline thing, and maybe gonna do something on his own.
I don't think so. I think he's just like upset.
Because after that, Jacob Fatu cut a very intense promo, talk about how they're gonna take over him and Tama Tonga.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Maybe there's just gonna be a tag team, and then for now, and then maybe Solo's gonna do something on his own. I don't know. Or he's gonna take a long break. I don't know.
I think he's just going to take a break. He needs to realize he's not the tribal chief anymore.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
he still has
for
to
him.
acknowledge Roman.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool segment. Jacob Fatu is hilarious on a freaking mic.
But he's actually really good. He cut a very.
He's a
promo.
great. Yeah, he's a great.
I find they're finally letting him do promos and stuff now.
Yeah, but I was gonna say like he's pretty funny on the mic. Like during like the period like the commercials up, they posted it. He was like, "Shut up before we leave this city, this dusty ass city like the Chargers did," which I was dying about. The crowd started booing even more. But yeah, Solo left through the cry by himself.
Yeah.
That
taking off his jacket just walked away.
It's weird. I don't know. Like I guess, like you said,
that's what I'm saying. It could either just be like he's leaving for a while, taking a break, or he's actually leaving that bloodline story behind and just doing something on his own, like without Solo in them. I mean, Tama Tonga and Jacob
Fatu. Yeah. I'm not sure what the heck they're going to do there. If they do just do a tag team between Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu, that'd be pretty nice. I wouldn't mind that.
They'll win the titles easily.
100%, yeah.
And LA Knight showed up, and then Braun Strowman to fight them, Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
And then Braun versus Jacob is official. I didn't see if that was for Saturday night.
No, it's for Saturday night's main event. Yeah.
Well, that's official. That's going to be a huge collision.
Yeah, that's just going to be like meat on meat, slam fest, basically. Jacob Fatu's picking up that win now. There's no way he's losing. Just saying.
Yeah.
Whether it's by, I don't even think it needs a distraction. I think they just need to put Jacob Fatu over.
Yeah.
Just have him win clean. But yeah, that was pretty cool. We had Motor City Machine Guns versus Los Garzas. Pretty Deadly tried to get involved and attack to help Los Garzas, but they ended up actually messing up, and Motor City Machine Guns ended up picking up the win. Not really much else to talk about there.
Yes,
it was
boys.
Still a good match, though.
I said, yes, boys.
Yes, boys. What the hell? But yeah, Motor City Machine Guns picked up the win. It was not really much to talk about there, but it was still pretty cool. We had Piper Niven defeating B-Fab.
That was pretty.
Piper Niven was pretty funny though. Backstage, she was like acting as Chelsea Green's bodyguard the whole night, which I thought was funny as hell. That's what led to this match. Basically, B-Fab got in the way of Chelsea Green, and yeah, that match ended up happening. But yeah, Kevin Owens, again, we already talked about that, defeated Rey Mysterio. And then we had the main event between WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton and Bayley, with Tiffany Stratton picking up the win.
Yeah, it was a title match for Bayley, but we already knew
it was just a showcase for Tiffany Stratton, though. Yeah. Great win for Tiffany Stratton. Is she a face or a heel now, though? It seems like they're kind of like in the middle. They're not sure what the heck they want to do.
Yeah, because her promo's still like, she seems conceited, but
she's kind of heelish.
She gets all the cheers, so
the crowd loves her.
I don't know what they're gonna do from here. Well, obviously Royal Rumble now, so
yeah,
they don't really have nothing else to do with the champions right now.
Believe it or not, SmackDown was 3 hours and it didn't even feel like it.
It was. Oh yeah,
It was 3 hours and it didn't even feel like it. There wasn't really much that really happened. Like the matches were long, that's why. But it was
I didn't
still
even watch the
matches.
whole 3 hours. That's why I like.
You didn't watch the whole 3 hours? No, the matches were all right.
I was watching a playoff game.
Just kidding. But yeah, SmackDown wasn't all that. It was whatever. Yeah, that was honestly it for SmackDown. We went through that shit quick, but it's like there wasn't really much to really happen.
I mean, the whole week of WWE.
Yeah,
not much. No, because this happens every time. They're building up for Saturday night's main event and Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So this
AEW was good this week though. Collision was great.
Yeah, it was Maximum Carnage for Dynamite and Collision.
Yeah. Collision was great. Collision was fun. I actually liked it.
But we're gonna talk about Dynamite.
Yeah, we'll talk about like the main components of Collision. But yeah, it was still a pretty fun Collision. Honestly, I actually liked it.
We'll do a full rundown of Dynamite though, because Dynamite is always
Dynamite was always pretty good. Honestly, that freaking crowd was tiny now though. We'll
they were like in a smaller venue, which is I guess fun because what's the point of getting a venue and then you have empty seats? I don't know.
Yeah, but I felt like it was too small, to be honest. But anyways, yeah, that was basically it for SmackDown. There wasn't really much to freaking happen.
WWE in general this week.
Yeah, it was just a whole bunch of I'm gonna win a Rumble. No, I'm gonna win, etc., etc., etc.
So then, this Saturday we'll have next Saturday coming up right now. Then we're gonna have Saturday night's main event, and then Royal Rumble the week after.
Yeah. So we'll talk about Saturday night's main event on the next week's freaking podcast, obviously. But yeah, of course, let's get into, of course, the AEW portion of this podcast now. All right, let's get into, of course, AEW Dynamite this week, basically. We're going to talk about a couple matches on Collision.
Maximum Carnage.
Yeah, but it was a Maximum Carnage edition of Dynamite, which, of course, whenever the heck they have these little TV things,
it was Dynamite.
They
did it for both Dynamite and Collision, but yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Of course, started off with the return of Kenny Omega. I mean, his return was last week, but return debut match, of course, of Kenny Omega versus Brian Cage. Before we get into that, though, I just want to say the crowd was so freaking small. And yeah, I'm happy that they're doing smaller arenas, but this thing just felt too small. Like it was like dead silent.
But it felt like they were like in a.
Yeah, it was like silent. The whole I don't know, like it just felt like they were like
in a tiny gymnasium.
Exactly. It just felt like there was I know there was a couple hundred people there. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 1,000, but it just felt like there was 50 people there. I don't know how to explain it. It was just like the crowd wasn't into anything.
Yeah, I said they could do a little smaller arenas, but not like.
Nah, that's way too small.
This ain't even an arena.
Yeah, that's way too small. But yeah, Kenny Omega defeated Brian Cage as he should, obviously, in a pretty decent match. It was basically just his debut match back, obviously. Pretty cool though. Was it? Again, they had a little face-to-face with Will Ospreay and Brian Cage. I'm sorry, not Brian Cage. And Kenny Omega.
Will, they'll have a face-to-face next week, it says.
Yeah, they're probably going to, of course, have a little argument there because Don Callis family came out, tried to attack Kenny Omega. And, of course, Will Ospreay made the save, taking out Kyle Fletcher and all of them. But, yeah, that was basically it for that. But Don Callis family was on top at the end. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like that they're showing Don Callis family as an actual, I guess, like force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
After that, we had the Ricochet promo, where he came out thinking he had a lot of freaking heat, but the crowd was dead silent.
He thought he had aura.
Yeah, no, it was funny as hell. Like, I thought like the whole segment with him like attacking Swerve was great, but like he came out and it was like he had to like they were like booing like super loud because he was trying to cut a promo, but he wasn't, obviously, because he didn't really say anything. But like the crowd was just like boo, like it was just like dead silent the whole time. Like,
what the fuck were they? Because this crowd was trash.
it was the sound like 50 people were in the room.
Yeah, but that was still like
it was so bad. Like Ricochet came out thinking that like they were gonna boo the crap out of him, but the crowd was. I love AEW and I always freaking defend like the whole crowd situation, but that dead ass felt there was like 50 people in there. Obviously, there was probably a couple thousand, but it felt like there was 50 people in the room for all like the cheers, quote unquote, and boos, quote unquote, that they were having. But yeah, of course, Ricochet thinking that he was gonna get like a lot of boos.
They can fit 80,000 like in a stadium for like All In or All Out, and then the regular shows don't get sold out. I'm like, what the hell?
I don't know. I have no idea why.
And Dynamite's really good and stuff, so I don't get it. If a Dynamite comes here, I'm definitely going.
Yeah, but Collision, I don't know about that. But I think
I don't know about Collision,
has been getting better.
But Dynamite is usually always fire. So.
Yeah, I just like a lot of people just they don't want to watch it because they're like tribalism with WWE, which I think just kind of makes no sense. Because
if you're a wrestling fan, just watch wrestling.
Yeah, but
obviously WWE will be number one probably always, but so what?
Yeah. Of course, Prince Nana came out from behind and hit him with a chair, which led to, of course, Swerve Strickland coming out, trying to hit him with a chain, but he ended up missing. Basically having a little stare down while Ricochet ran away.
He basically just ran him out the arena.
Yeah. So that match is going to happen eventually, obviously. Super excited about that.
The next pay-per-view is not until March, though. That's what sucks, but...
Yeah. It's fine, though. I think they're probably going to have like a little TV match, to be honest.
Oh, no. Actually, they're having a Grand Slam pretty soon, I heard.
They're probably going to have it at Grand Slam then. There you go. But, yeah. It was whatever. Like I said, I like that they didn't have Ricochet cut a promo, though. He said like 2 words, and then, of course, the music hit for Swerve. So that was pretty cool. I don't like that. I don't want him to cut promos. I don't think he should cut promos.
No.
I just felt like him waiting like 5 minutes to say 2 words was kind of stupid, considering the fact that the crowd was dead silent and didn't really say anything. Like it's just, like I said, 50 people were. It sounded like 50 people were in there, so that's all I'm saying. After that, we had the Hurt Syndicate with MVP versus Private Party and Mark Briscoe, in which the Hurt Syndicate ended up picking up the win. They're just basically delaying the Hurt Syndicate winning the tag team titles.
Yeah, but right now they're almost a dominant faction.
Yeah, I like it though. It showed that MVP still has, of course, some fight to give too, which was pretty cool. He even did like the balling elbow, which I thought was funny as hell. But yeah, nothing really much to say there. Hurt Syndicate are going to get those tag titles eventually. We had the MJF and Jeff Jarrett promo, and I want to talk about this because
a lot of people didn't like it.
I didn't like it.
A lot of people, it's just like a lot of negative comments.
I didn't like it.
But like, why are they doing this storyline? Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I don't know why the heck they're doing the storyline.
Like we said, we talked about it a little bit last week too.
Like I said, it sounded like 50 people were in the room for this.
But it's Jeff Jarrett's last thing, so they're giving him like the big names. So I said I wasn't really mad at it. I'm not saying I'm happy when I'm watching it, but I said they're doing it for him, so it's like whatever. But
still, like think about it. Like MJF basically called it out. He was like, Jeff Jarrett is a guy you see, the last thing you see before a company dies. Basically calling out, WCW. If you kind of think about it, AEW too. Like, hey, this thing's slowly dying. You guys are going to like freaking 1,000 max capacity arenas.
He was probably like throwing shots at the company's working for.
It kind of seems like it. I mean, like he probably wasn't.
Remember when he was on Top Champion? AEW was fire.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. They were selling out arenas.
They were selling, yeah.
He even mentions it in the promo. He's responsible for that $81,000 people freaking sold out arena for All Out.
All In.
For All In. He's responsible for that because he was the main event where you face Adam Cole. Yeah, Adam Cole was also responsible.
They did the tag team match too. Remember at the start?
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I just felt like this was stupid. Jeff Jarrett was like, oh, she was a call girl. Even the way that like he was like saying the promo, it just sounded like stupid. I don't know how to explain it.
MJF is like, other than CM Punk, obviously he's not there now, but he's always like the number one merch seller, number one everything.
I just thought it was stupid. I don't know. Like I just felt like it was.
Yeah, they basically just traded a bunch of insults until MJF insulted Owen Hart, which is obviously Jeff Jarrett. Him and Owen Hart were close, so
Yeah, and then they brought out. So that match is gonna happen eventually. But like, I don't know. I just felt
Probably
like
gonna happen
MJF taking shots at like Jeff Jarrett's wife. Okay,
Yeah,
whatever.
they don't want
And
her.
then Jeff Jarrett being like, "Your mom was like basically a whore." And then they're just like, like
Yeah,
what?
they talk. Yeah,
So stupid. Like I just thought the whole like
they just
back and forth
traded a
was
bunch
dumb.
of insults. I guess
Yeah.
he was just trying to match MJF's energy. MJF always talking about everybody.
I like MJF.
That's something Christian would say.
This promo was decent, but compared to other MJF promos, I thought it was.
So you're probably saying the promo. If Christian was the one that's saying it, because Christian's the one going after.
I think it's Christian's delivery though. That's like the best part.
Christian, of course, is one of the best.
Yeah,
promos.
but like I'm a big fan of MJF, but this promo battle, maybe it was just because it was Jeff Jarrett. I just wasn't invested at all.
Probably not invested in the storyline. This is obviously just something for Jeff Jarrett. They're probably gonna fight at Grand Slam. Grand Slam's in Australia in February.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna fight at Grand Slam, and hopefully that's it. Because I'm not invested in the storyline at all. Like people, like I said, 50 people were in a crowd. Obviously, it wasn't. I'm just saying that's what it sounded like, and it just seemed like there was like nothing going on there. It was like a really boring promo. It was dead silent.
We're saying that as a joke about AEW being a dying company because obviously it's not. We're not saying they're dying, but they've obviously gone downhill since 2023.
Oh, significantly down.
Significantly. Now, 2021, 22, 23 was their peak.
Yeah.
Well, even when they first started.
And I thought the matches on here were great. And same thing with
Collision. No, they still had great. 22 at first still had a lot of great moments, a lot of great matches. Remember, All In was pretty good. It's just the company as a whole. You can't deny it.
You can't deny it. Yeah, there's no way you can deny it.
For example, they literally just had to get rid of Rampage because it's fucking horrible. Collision's been horrible for 2 years already. It's finally just starting to get okay. Still not completely watchable.
Yeah.
They'll have like one good match and the rest will still be dumb stuff. And then Dynamite's not getting sold out. The pay-per-views are getting sold out, but the shows aren't getting sold out. Look at they're going to smaller arenas and they're still not even like full.
That crowd was that was terrible. Like I don't see that arena was way too small.
And we're still watching. We're still AEW fans. We watch every week. Talk about it every week. We're not trying to take shots. We're trying to say it to like.
I don't know
how to explain it. Like obviously we don't even reach them, but to motivate them, like they need to.
They got to do something. They definitely got to do something.
Go back to look 2022, 2033. See what you did good there because 2024 was not a good year for AEW.
But the MJF Jeff Jarrett promo was not it.
CM Punk thing.
I think it was not it. It was stupid.
Samoa Joe's back at least, but shit.
Yeah, Samoa Joe's back. We'll talk about that right now. Hook versus Christian Cage ends in a DQ after there was obviously patriarchy interrupted. Was it? Sorry, yeah. Samoa Joe came back and made the save. That was cool. Samoa Joe's back. I'm super happy about that. It seems like he's probably going to be in a tag team with Hook for now until eventually. Yeah.
But Samoa Joe's always and he's always on Collision, so that's another good.
Yeah, exactly. So that's gonna be cool. I'm happy Samoa Joe's back. I think we talked about it a couple weeks ago. Like, where the hell is Samoa Joe?
Yeah.
So I'm happy he's back. I'm super excited for him to, of course, get back to what the heck he was doing because he was a really good champion. To be honest, he's the one that took it off of MJF. Yeah, I'm happy for that. I'm looking forward to seeing what the heck they can do with him. But like I said, this crowd was not it, and those I don't know. There's some of the storylines here are stupid.
Yeah, and then Dynamite as a whole, like the regular shows haven't been in for a while.
Yeah. But yeah, women's casino gauntlet match between a bunch, of course, of women's, including Chris Statlander, Jamie Hayter, Megan Bain making her debut from Stardom. That was pretty cool. Julia Hart, Willow Nightingale, Toni Storm, and Harley Cameron. With Toni Storm picking up the win, as she should, because they're going to be fighting in Australia.
Yeah, she gets her title opportunity in Australia.
Yeah. Obviously, Toni Storm is still like split personality. She doesn't even remember that she is timeless Toni Storm. Maybe when she goes to Australia, something comes something comes over her and she becomes timeless again. But yeah, she's going to face. Damn it!
What is it, Mariah May?
Yeah, Mariah May. She's gonna face Mariah May.
So obviously, this is a rematch.
Yeah, great rematch. Honestly, I'm not sure if Mariah May should lose though. I think she's been doing really well as women's champion.
Yeah,
yeah, I like her. I think she like her like whole like gimmick and just like the way she's presenting.
I wouldn't mind
the championship and everything
winning,
is pretty cool.
I don't think she has to win.
Yeah, I don't think she has to win. She's a 3-time champion. I don't think she has to win it. But yeah,
I think Mariah May should keep it until they get like I don't know. Maybe Mercedes Moné goes after the world title soon.
Nah, Mercedes Moné, she's gonna
because she's just stuck with the TBS title. She got all those other titles. New Japan, like you.
She doesn't need to win another title.
I know, but like she's gonna have to get rid of some of those other ones and then go after the world title.
Yeah,
she's like she's the highest paid on the freaking roster.
It's true.
Actually, I heard she's probably one of the highest paid wrestlers in the world.
Thanks for checking out this episode of the Backseat Wrestler Podcast with Eric and Elvis. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that you never miss an episode.